great people, both of them. But they're going to be facing off here right now. And this matchup is weird. So I have never beaten a Wario in bracket ever in my entire Smash career. Now, apparently that's not because the matchup is like 70, like 90-10 Wario. Apparently it's just because I'm bad. But the point is that, so this matchup is very interesting because of the fact that both these characters have aerial mobility, but Yoshi just has more of it. The real condition that Wario has to rely on, which is true for every matchup he has pretty much, but is waft. The fact that Yoshi can struggle to take out stocks, if a Wario is just mindful of like, okay, I'm at 150, but I know that you're already at death percent, like, you know, at 40. Then, and they just play to that, it can be really difficult for the Yoshi player. Milk, of course, as a player, he's been in the NYC scene for a while, but he's been on a big uptick lately. He's kind of leveled off, like he was on the up and up. And I know that now he wants to sort of get back into that drive, that real, the sharp incline that was there in his play. So let's see if he's able to bring that out right now as he's facing off against one of, you know, NYPR perennial Raptor here. All right, this is dead even right now, only 4% separating them, and honestly, like this sort of percent deficit doesn't matter at all because Wario, because of just the mechanics of waft, he always forces the approach. Like if you're Yoshi right now and you're just like, if I don't approach, then he just gets waft for free. The one thing is that actually right now I think he has half waft. We're going to be seeing full waft pretty soon. And if he does burn, okay, there we see it. Half waft would actually take out the stock regardless. And now he's at 126%. And there are, like, yeah, right now fast fall forward air to up air is probably the, besides like, you know, an up smash, but that's really the only safe thing that Yoshi has right now that can actually manage to take. Ooh, milk stock, a nice tech chase situation there. Ooh, he's not able to punish the landing aerial. Yoshi's drift is just too good. He's looking to get any kind of chip, especially because in this situation, if he manages to get Raptor to like 40% right now, first of all, I think I don't know what, okay. All right, so we're evening up, and right now his game plan should be to just get the percent. Because once waft becomes the threat, once waft becomes a factor that Raptor just has to be mindful of, he has to curtail his neutral, and then he basically starts playing Milk's game. Ooh, that's a shield break. At a percent like this, it's not going to be anything too horrifying. Rising down air, that is what we're going to be getting. Rising down air to up air to neutral air. Nice damage there, about 40% and counting. Ooh, but the turnaround with that chomp. You know, both these characters actually have command grab. Arguably the two best aerial command grabs in the game. Yoshi's is often overlooked, but it has crazy range and almost no end lag, whereas Wario is, you know, extremely long-lasting, essentially as long as he holds out his mouth. And both these players love to stay in the air. I'm wondering if we might be seeing... That's probably why we're not seeing so much of that command grab play. Although right now, the patience, they're trying to stay more grounded. They know that the opponent's options, once they take to the air, are super dangerous. Raptor has to be careful. Okay, gets the B reverse egg lay. Will he catch him on the rise out? No, and we see Waft come to life right there. Waft, so full Waft has some advantages and disadvantages over half Waft. It does have the super armor, and it is stronger, but at this point, half Waft would kill. And it actually comes out slower than half Waft would. Okay, down tilt to grab, putting him off stage. Oh, and the neutral air, the ledge jump neutral air, which is actually a really solid option for Yoshi. Has to be so mindful. That bike is there. That bike is so scary. Can extend the hurt box, but the up air doesn't do it. I can't believe that. It was slightly staled, I guess. But now we have the tiniest of a percent lead for Raptor. The back air, no, not enough. He's off stage. He needs to find his way back without taking a stock loss here. Oh, tries to go for that back air. That would have been big. He still has Waft. Hopefully Raptor hasn't forgotten about that. Okay, the bike to get off the ledge. Raptor now is the one who has to recover. And there we see the waft come into play while Yoshi was recovering. The rising part of that, killing him off the top. And amazing, just that's the sort of stick-to-itiveness that I was talking about with Wario. He was at 144, and it felt like Raptor was just throwing out all these options, and they weren't closing out the stock. So that's really what it comes down to, is this next game, whether we'll see Raptor is able to get his, fine-tune his mentality and remember that he's looking for the kill. All right, we have the counter pick to, we're actually returning to Smashville. Very understandable. Raptor loves this stage. He's a Brawl veteran. And I personally don't believe it's Yoshi's best stage, but he, at the very least, it is a comfort pick for him. And definitely the stage is not what got in the way of him taking that last game. Okay, oh, the rising down air. That can actually be so dangerous for Milk. If the, oh, I like that, just covering both sides with the down smash. Okay, rising up air, getting a nice combo. That pivot, so the perfect pivot backwards grab is actually a great option from Yoshi. God, did we just see down beat a combo start? Another falling up air. Honestly, these like it feels like the way that Raptor's changed up his game plan. He's not focusing so much on the horizontal spacing. You don't see him throw out forward air and back air too much in the neutral, and instead he's getting these up tilts, these up airs, knowing that Milk is already in the air. Oh, goes for the hard read, doesn't get it, but already 132% on Milk, and that'll be the stock. And when you're Wario and the stock dips like that, it's just hurts that much more because of how dependent he is on rage. Oof, I always say that you have to two-stock Wario in order to beat him. Okay, just trading blows back and forth, and if you're Raptor, you will absolutely take that. We should see full waft come into effect pretty soon, probably within the next 15 or so seconds. Okay, that's a nice grab. Doesn't actually, he started the dash animation, so he wasn't able to shield that incoming down B. And now Raptor with all of the momentum, an up tilt. Okay, we now see the waft come live. It might be in his best interest to land it, and he does. Now all of a sudden we're looking at a very doable game for Milk. The problem though is that he has to probably wait about 2 minutes for that full waft to come back. Half waft might be an option, but considering the amount of damage he's taking right now, woof, he has to be so careful not to drop this stock before he has all of his resources available to him. Trying to read the air dodge, he doesn't get it, but instead he gets the bike, and that bike means that there is a forward air taking his soul. Raptor with a very dominant game too. You could see that, I think that game one phased him a little bit, and he's looking to stuff that momentum out before it becomes a problem. Oof. There's 1-1 apiece here. And this game one is starting off so patient, but there we see Milk finding first blood. Isn't too much, but that damage is something. Ooh, Raptor actually getting the falling neutral air to grab. That's it's really close to a true combo. The opponent has to pick their option wisely. Oh, I like this patience from Raptor. I feel like he sort of noticed that game one, he didn't really have a really good read on Milk's options and disadvantage, and so now he's just waiting, seeing what option he's going to throw out, and oof. Look at the spacing of Raptor right now with these perfect pivots, these dashing back and forth, but Milk responding with some beautiful spacing of his own, but he's trying to take to the air in order to do it, but he's already taken 93% here, trying to go for that forward air, but it doesn't actually work. The bike gets him too quickly. Now we see Milk trying to get back down to the ground. He does find his way there, and now he's the one with some stage control, but a falling back air. The combo doesn't end up finding its mark, as now Milk is, woof, actually with the stage control here. That side hitbox up down air putting Milk way off stage. He's very close to the blast zone, but he makes it back just fine. Okay, single hit back air. Now we're starting to see a lot more shielding from Milk. And Raptor, knowing this, is now actually starting to throw out more of those hitboxes. Oh, that half waft! The half waft doing it! The down and a half waft taking that stock so early. Raptor, I don't think he was ready for... I don't think he was just expecting that to end a stock like that from the other side. Ooh, and there we find the jab up smash taking that stock. We're back to an even game here, and Milk did have to burn his waft in order to get that, so it's going to be a little while before that resource becomes the massive threat. Speaking of massive threats, 75% real quick. Yoshi does that sometimes. Oh, amazing weight and patience from Raptor. Oh, but now Milk is starting to understand what Raptor's doing in this advantage, shielding those neutral airs. Not able to get a punish off on it just yet, but oh, look at the way that he's playing so evasive. He knows that the longer that the timer wears down, the better it is for him. Doesn't want to approach if he doesn't need to, because if Raptor is going to hang back too much, Waft might actually become a factor he has to be mindful of. Oof. Okay, another falling up air. Okay, I like that B reverse. That's what option will he choose? Chooses the air dodge out of the egg, and so he's going to be safe. He's going to go in for the approach. 40%. I'm pretty sure that this means that he can hang back and wait for Waft, considering that the Waft setups will take the stock at this point. Maybe even half Waft. This is a lot of rage on him. Raptor has to be super scared. Oh. Raptor doing a lot of fade backing, putting himself in the corner. We haven't seen it hit connect in a while. Oof! That forwarder not actually finding its mark. Stuck in this situation. Neither of them want to go in for that hit. Oh, and full waft is now in effect. Full waft, he tries to read the air dodge, but Raptor, being very smart, does not give it to him, even though that must have been a terrifying situation. Knew that that was what Milk wanted. Waft being on deck now. He has to be so careful, and there it is, finding his way off the ledge and actually landing the up air to take the set 2-1. Oh, that was a nail biter. I love the way that you saw that at the end there, Milk knew that his win condition was the waft. And that's when he started playing really reserved, like fading back. He would just barely encroach onto Raptor's zone, but not at actually danger of, forward air or like, any of those sort of spacing options connecting. But just putting on enough pressure that he didn't have to commit and just wait for that timer to rack up until waft became the win condition. Unfortunately,